baseball for you on a Tuesday night from Tropicana Field. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Jake Faria. The California-born right-hander is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, not only was this guy good in his last start working deep in the game, but he also posted a double-digit strikeout total. We'll see if he has that kind of stuff again in this one.
Striding into the box, Jonathan Villar. And we are
Leading
set
off
for
tonight
baseball
for
here this evening.
The second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
First offering on its way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Dero, you've been on some good teams. Not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
The 1-2. Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Thames is there. 1 away. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern-day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
Stepping into the box, Alcides Escobar. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Faria uses a split-finger fastball as one of his weapons of choice in the arsenal. He can really be very deceptive when that pitch is working, and I'd imagine as a hitter it's always in the back of your mind. Fastball called for strike 2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Mancini.
So coming to the plate, Trey Mancini, arguably one of the hotter hitters in the league right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And we're just underway from Tropicana Field. Pops this one up. Wendell moving to his left. No trouble with this one. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. O's nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Alex Cobb will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Around first, he's digging for second. This will kick up against the wall now. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance. So he's in at third to kick off the inning as you take a look at the league leaders in triples. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. Into the box now, Matt Duffy entering play. He's currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to add to that total right here.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are surprised by that. Listen, it's still early. I'm not saying he won't keep this up, but things tend to even out as the season goes along.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
Coming to the plate now, Tommy Pham, as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, they cannot allow that one run to deflate them. I know they haven't been playing well recently, but that's nothing in today's game. The way guys are hitting home runs at a net.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he's safe.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Here now is Mike Zunino, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Guy's having a monster year, leading in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Top 5 in RBIs. If he can improve on that, he has a legit shot to win the crown.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure every day he gets to the ballpark. Members of the media asking about the streak. Can he keep it going? Is he looking forward down the line? Amazing how he's been able to concentrate through all of this.
Yeah, and how it affects everyone else around him, because everyone's pushing for him to get a knock every night. You can't lose sight of trying to win ball games, but man, the focus of our attention is squarely on this player.
First pitch of the at-bat. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. Now a moment here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Now at the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title.
Yeah, Dan, this guy is an absolute beast at the plate right now. He's in line for the batting title, and he has an eye for days leading in on-base percentage.
You know, that's one of the keys to being a good offensive player. You're going to get your hits, but finding a way to get on base, and this guy can do both. That's why he's one of the top players in the league.
He pulls this one into right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Zunino isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Row, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started to start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it anytime soon. I wonder the pitcher that would create such a tough matchup for this guy to shut him down, because he's playing with the big part of the field. He can beat you in so many different ways, and this number's getting just straight ridiculous.
Has a look, now the pitch. Strike called, now the throw down. And oh, the offline throw as this takes off down the line in left field. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Takes this the other way to right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.